Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to switch it up and do things a little bit differently on my channel. I have decided, instead of doing the zodiac readings, that I'm just going to start doing tarot readings and see what messages want to come through. I just thought, since I say welcome to my channel, this is a channel for messages. So I'm just going to do a Celtic cross spread reading, and then I'm going to pull some cards from the Energy Oracle deck and the Kipper deck. If you've watched one of my readings before, you know that when I pull out this Kipper deck, it's time to be a little, that one can get a little wonky. So, just know when it comes out, you enter at your own risk on that one, I will say. Now, I have a window behind me, so this is that window. I will try to, mask this once I start reading, once I've thrown the cards down. So, just so you know, I do kind of live on a busy road. A busy country road that didn't used to hardly have any traffic on it until COVID hit, and it's like everybody in the fucking world has discovered the road I live on and now use it as a shortcut or a cut through or a back road. So anyways, I also thought I would be smart and get chickens. That was last spring, which I do not regret doing that. So you may hear my chickens or my rooster. I did not realize, I got chickens because I wanted to. I wanted eggs. I wanted a healthier alternative to store-bought eggs, because every time, I don't eat eggs, but every time I saw a store-bought egg, I was just kind of like a little disgusted or turned off because of how malnourished it looked. So I decided to get chickens and have backyard eggs. However, I did not know all the rules and the territory that came, or responsibilities or duties that came with being a chicken owner. I have discovered like a whole new world. I feel like Jasmine from Aladdin on that. I have discovered a whole new world, okay? I don't know what it is about chickens, but every person in my family or in my circle has been forever changed with these chickens of mine. Anyways, my point is, I also did not realize how vocal chickens are. So, you will... I tried to do this reading about 20 minutes ago and couldn't do it because they were all fussing about a squirrel being in the yard. So anyways, we're going to try and get this one done with, hopefully, without any interruptions. Alright, so give me just 1 minute to shuffle the cards. I'm using my Morgan Greer tarot. So Morgan Greer, I'm looking for 10 cards for a Celtic crossword reading. What messages do you have this time for the collective? Okay, so, alright, so Justice and the Ace of Cups fell out. So, there may be justice coming from... I did want to say for a relationship, or a resurgence of a relationship, or this could just be a project, or something that you love. There's going to be justice in that, whatever that is. Ooh, okay. So, either you are dealing with the King of Cups at this time, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or you could be you can be embodying this King of Cups energy. And if you're not dealing with one, then I would say right now, it could very well be this this moon, this eclipse moon, Scorpio, like in Taurus. There's something in Taurus. There was a lunar eclipse. So this to me reminds me of a Scorpio. You're either dealing with a Scorpio, or at this time your shadow side is integrating or has integrated from whatever events have gone on. This could have been stuff going on behind the scenes on a deeper level. He does have the ocean to his back, but he's very mature. He's wise. He's learned something. He's very mature at this time. Looking good. Got his shit together. Got himself together. Got his life together. So if you're not dealing with the water sign, you're either dealing with someone that's like this or you are like this. But he is looking to the future for something. Okay. So then we've got our challenge, which is the 7 of Wands. So someone, I think somebody gave up on something. Whoever this person is, either you or this person's been feeling like they have really fighting a lot. And they might be at the point where they've decided that they don't want to fight anymore. Yeah. And so because of that they're kind of just sitting back and watching. Now, okay, while this person is sitting back and watching, whoever this person is, while they are sitting, this could be like, this could be like Al Capone right now, okay? I love this scenario. I told myself the same scenario earlier today with Al Capone. Sometimes you got to play the fool that thinks they are fooling you. Okay? So this person right here is evidently, like, right now is knowing that they've got to maybe just sit back and jive. You know, I usually say either you joke or you jive. So it might not be time to joke right now, and it's just time to sit back for a second. There has been a lot going on astronomically. Astrologically. I don't know what I said, but anyways, with the sky, with the space and all this, there has been a lot of shit going on this year. So it almost seems like this person, even though they are quite reserved, sitting back, taking a break, just chilling for a second, it almost seems like whatever they're doing, though, they're looking fine, as fine can be. They're secure, they're safe. I mean, they got it going on, but, you know, they're just, like, not really doing nothing at this time. And it could be because they may be assessing where they are right now. Let me pull some more cards. Oh, hold on. All right, well, here the truth is. Okay. So, in the past 3 weeks, past 6 weeks, even back to the past 3 months, someone could have had a lot of options before them, and they were confused. They didn't really know exactly what they wanted. Now, he right here is, I mean, you see there's 3 women over here. I don't know if there are 3 women that have been, you know, fighting for his time and attention, or if he's sitting back right now thinking about which one he possibly wants to go after. So I would say, because there's 2 cards about options right here. You know, they say the 3 is a third party card, and he definitely has 3 cups over here in the 7 of cups. So in the past, at some point in time, he was confused about his options. But it seems like with this card being in reversed, and see, my chicken is just announcing this. So I think the dust has settled, and he has finally made up his mind about, he did in the past, he made his mind up about what he wanted. I feel like he, somewhere, shape, or form in here, he's learned something. I was thinking that, like, the Hermit or the Hangman would have come out. Okay. So currently, right now, in this moment in time, whenever you watch this, they feel like they didn't get what they wanted, which could have them, even though they're mature, they're reserved. Even though they're looking ahead, there has to be a lot of thinking about what they were fighting with, fighting for, fighting against. There was definitely something like that there, because they didn't get something that they wanted. Now, they may not have chosen the right person. They may have made the wrong decision, and that's kind of like what's got them a little sideways right now, a little reserved, a little sitting back, not really doing anything. Because, I mean, if you look at him, he's just standing there with his back up against the sea, drinking. I mean, he's got his armor on, his chainmail. He could have had a battle, a fight, something in the past here. And then there's my chicken out there. Sounds like Shaka Khan out there. It almost seems like he's taking stock at what did not go right in the past. He must have not have chosen well in the past. I think he is somewhat, right now, he could very well be, I mean, he could be bruised, he could be downtrodden, however you say that. He could be burned a little bit, swapped around, beat around, thrown around, slung around, okay? Because that's his challenge right here. He's given up trying to fight because evidently something was not working for him. You know how they say, okay, here it is. Here it is right here. You know how they say you can beat like a dead dog, or you can't beat a dead dog in the head? It almost seems like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, okay? This person, I feel like this King of Cups may have had a moment in his life where maybe he had to experience something to open up his eyes. So whatever he's been through at this moment in time, or whatever it is that you have been through, because whoever is this King of Cups here, whatever this King of Cups has been through, whether you're female or male, and because remember, females, we can embody the kings in the suits, okay? I mean, right now is the perfect time for a female to be embodying this, because right now we've got shadow. So our shadow self and our masculinity can be coming forward and taking the reins right now. Now, if that is you, so for a female aspect, you could be seeing and you could have had a time in your life where you were having to really put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, defend, stand up, go after what it is that you want. But maybe for some reason, you know, the blinders were on, or we also just had Neptune, or maybe Neptune's still in retrograde. Like now, with so I think Neptune started its retrograde in October. I don't know if it's still retrograde or not, but Neptune retrograde is all about taking the rose-colored glasses off. This right here is really about taking the rose-colored glasses off. Like when it's upright, everything is like pink and happy and cheery. You just don't know what the fuck to choose because everything looks good. But when it's in reverse, you know, the illusion falls away and you can now see things for what they are. You can also see what's good and what's bad, and you actually know which one you want. You're not questioning anything. This card in its position also lines up with the rose-colored glasses coming off. One of my chickens just sounded like she was laughing, like cackling. Lord Jesus. Okay, so if that's the case and that's you, you may be seeing right now, you might be taking a step back, being reserved, looking at where you messed up or went wrong. Whoever this King of Cups is, that is the situation right now with this person. They're really in despair, lack of hope, creative block, focusing on the negative. Whoever this is right here. So if that's you, take it as it applies. If you're seeing the negative, which you could be right now, we just had that lunar eclipse thing. I mean, that thing right there, what about rang me through the ringer. So I mean, I could definitely feel you and understand you on that level. But the next 3 weeks to the next 3 months, 3 weeks to 3 months, well, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, okay? There is going to be celebrations and parties and get-togethers. Keep in mind, this is also going into the holiday season. Keep in mind, this could also be Thanksgiving. But, I mean, this Three of Cups is about celebrations, having a good time, parties, good conversations. Someone could be figuring out and thinking, or this King of Cups is like, ooh, Thanksgiving's coming up. I want to see who all I run into. So they're thinking about something like that. Or this King of Cups is like, okay, I didn't choose right before. Now I need to go look at, I need to take stock of me, myself, and I, and what all I got, and what can I do with it. And then it's like, okay, now that I've taken stock of where I am and what I have, what I'm left with, because now, you know, this person could have gone through something financially also too, where they could have gotten set back financially in the past. So maybe now they're having to regroup their finances. I would definitely say that this person is going to do it. I feel like the thing that this person is not going to want to do is like fight and struggle anymore. But whatever that is, there is options they're going to be looking at in the future. They have their eyes on at least 3 women, 3 options. Okay, so for you, your advice is to lay down whatever burdens. Now, if you are, alright, so this is going to go one of 2 ways, okay? One of 2 ways here. Either you need to lay down whatever is been holding you down, well, actually about to knock you down. Actually about to knock you down, especially if you've been carrying a lot. Because this is undependable, buckling under pressure, stress, huge problems. Okay? So, this King of Cups here could be, like, tired of this fighting thing, really giving up. Exhaustion, compromise, harmony, teamwork, solutions. I mean, they were fighting about something, okay? They were having to defend themselves about their beliefs, being strong-willed. They were determined. But now it's like, because of all of this right here, it's left them exhausted. So, whoever this is, there's a stress that needs to be let go of. There is a need to put some things to an end and lay some burdens down. Now, there's a lot of wands in this reading. Now, if you are dealing with a King of Cups, okay, you the viewer, this King of Cups here is not you, okay, it's the person you're dealing with. You may need to lay this burden down. whatever burden you've had or stress, whatever has exhausted you from this King of Cups, it's time for you to lay it down and put it into the stress and the burden that it has created for you. It's almost like it's saying, if he comes back in here or returns to your life, you don't need to accept his offer. I think you've got hopes that he's going to reach out and communicate or come back around. But I almost feel like if he does reach out to you, I think he will. I do think he will. But just know that when he reaches out, it will include delays, standstill, anxiety, and lack of direction. Okay? Now, the end of the month, this is for like the next 30 days whenever you watch this. Okay? So, if you're watching this on 11/8, the day after the, actually, it's the day of the solar eclipse with where I am. So I'm doing this reading. I feel like there's been a switch flipped. I almost feel like there's been a great reset, something like that. For me, it just feels like this switch was flipped. So I don't know how that's feeling for you. Please feel free to let me know. But there is going to be a resurgence, some way, shape, or form with a King of Cups here. And it could very well be around the holidays. It could very well be that your spiritual knowledge, your law of attraction, like you manifest, I almost feel like either you're like the magician here. Either you manifested and drew this into you. You called in like maybe a wish upon a star. It might not have been something that you were hoping to happen, like when you thought you wanted it, but it came after. There's a delay and a slow energy about it. It is common, but it's almost like it's going to take an act of God for it to happen. So whether that act of God is either Thanksgiving or it's Christmas, it could even be New Year. Because keep in mind, there's 3 here. We got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. There's 3 events coming up, okay? You could spend the next 3, events celebrating with this person. I don't know. That could be for a small portion, a small few of you. So whoever the female is in this dynamic, if you're the female watching this, you are the high priestess. You know and can see and can tell the dynamics of this scenario here. You might be okay. Whoever the female is in this scenario that is watching, okay, you are a high priest. You know what's going on here. You are exactly aware of this situation. You're intuitive. You're divine feminine. You've got sacred knowledge. The unconscious, like your dreams, could really be speaking to you. And I have a ringing in my ear right now. So your dreams could really be speaking to you right now, giving you messages. So, with that being said, you're going to have a decision to make, it looks like, between 2 options. There's a choice here. Like if you are juggling more than 1 options, like if you're you've got a King of Cups person and you've got a King of Rods, King of Wands person, you're juggling your time between these 2 people, maybe waiting to see what's going to come. You could also be, there is a King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So this is a fire sign. So either this is you, like your masculine energy, or this is another fire sign you're dealing with. But it almost seems like you're juggling something with him. Or you're with the fire sign and you're creating space and room for a water sign that you fell out with to return. Now, it could also be too that you are looking at your life right now where you want to put in more work, more effort. You are looking at your passions, the things that give you passions, of going after those things. You could also, too, because of the energies, hold on. Okay, hold on. All right. So, just so you know, this masculine right here, when he returns, he could be forceful and selfish and impulsive. He could be making you broken promises, and he could be from one extreme to the other. And two, he could not be putting in a lot of work into this relationship or this dynamic. So you got a choice or decision to make here, whether you want to keep letting him juggle you, like you're in 1 minute and then he's out. So it almost seems like there is a decision here, whether or not you're going to make room for this person to come back and accept them, or draw them back into you. But however it goes down, you will be at some point in time more wiser for it. Whatever, especially if there's like a lesson in this some way, shape, or form, I do feel that by the time this works itself through, you will be spiritually strong and wise. You will have learned a type of lesson or something. Okay. What is this King of Cups here for the collective? What is this King of Cups here for the collective? Male. Okay, and the Journey card flipped out. So this masculine very much has you on his thoughts right now. Okay, he could very well be planning to come back toward you, but you know it's going to take him a minute. He's going to have to make a move. It looks like 3 to 6 months. His family could have left him out in the cold. Maybe that's why he's wanting to come back and tell you what he's got going on. Let's see. What is this Six of Cups here for the collective? Mature male. Okay. So he may have had to go to court over something. Did he have to go to court over something? He was working either while he was over here handling and taking care of his stuff. You were having to toil and labor away. You may have felt like if you had options, you probably, whatever. Okay, so while he was over here focusing on his, himself and what all he has going on, you might have been over here working away and more focused on your daily task, which you could have felt like your daily task, your routine or whatever was just really like wearing you the fuck out. But I would say like your hard work has paid off. I feel like you may feel like because you're burnt out from having to really put your focus and really put your teeth to the grind, so to speak, to get shit done. You may be worried that your family doesn't see you in a good light just because of the toll it's taken on you, maybe. But I feel like that is all maybe a fear. That's all in your mind. It's just a fear. What is this? Okay, well, family and family room just came out, but they were kind of like in reverse. So something, I feel like maybe you're hoping, hold on, and look, marriage. So you may have had high hopes that this person was going to be your person. You may have been hoping and kind of working behind the scenes in spell work or law of attraction, whatever, trying to manifest this person. There was an expectation of this person or something returning, but someone's not being truthful about what happened, what went down, where they've been, and when they come back in, it's almost like they kind of either, I feel like, and I think I said this earlier, you know, this person's been like fighting a lot, so they're exhausted now. It's almost like they're taking a break. They're trying to mend, they're trying to heal, recuperate and recover from whatever the hell they just went through. All right, what is this Three of Cups here? What is this Three of Cups here? Okay, so when this person comes back in, they're going to be wearing a mask. It almost seems like this person, not only will they be wearing a mask, they're not going to be telling you everything, just know that. Is there a woman that they're having to go to court with, or have been going to court with, or have been going to court with? It almost seems like it's something that is taking 3 to 6 months to work through. I mean, the situation has definitely taken its toll on this masculine. He will have his eyes on you when he returns. You could run into this person at a like a holiday event. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you were decked up and looking good, looking right, and looked over your shoulder and there they were staring at you. But this is you, the female, in this equation. So if you're the female, you're looking good and looking hot and looking right. It's got a 12 on it too, by the way. All right, what is this burden? Dropping this burden here. What's this dropping this burden? What is this dropping this burden? Okay, well, you need to drop the burdens of whatever this situation has caused. Now, this, you have seriously been having to take on extra work, do more work. It's like you're finally at a point where you're coming out of despair over it. You could have been thinking and planning a future with this person and having kids with them, but it's like something didn't work out, something didn't come through, and you could be sitting here waiting on a message to come through about their return or running into them again. But it's almost like maybe you need to focus more on your work and yourself and not so much on them. What is this Ace of Wands in reverse? What is this Ace of Wands in reverse? Yep, look, there he is, that mature man. Okay, so there's something in the next 3 to 6 months. So right now may not be the perfect time, and I guess maybe the past hasn't been the perfect time either, but I don't know if this masculine had to go through something, get the courts involved. It could very well have affected his job, him and his home, his house situation. But whatever it is, I feel like is going to be the most significant within the next 3 to 6 months. What is this Hierophant here? What is this Hierophant? The community card flipped out. So maybe you need to focus, or you will be focusing more on your family, your community, your friends. There will be justice at some point in time with this person. And remember, when I was shuffling these cards, the Justice card fell out. And also that Ace of Cups. So there's going to be some type of adjudication that comes in from this situation, whether this is like him coming back or just your family coming in. But, you know, I look at the bottom of the deck, and something in this masculine's life happened that ended, whether that was 3 to 6 months ago, or if it's, you know, in they could be in the midst of the 3 to 6 months. Something, it could have started 3 months ago and it's still got 3 more months to go before it works itself out. But something is coming to an end. Something's being laid to rest with this masculine. He's been all up in his head about it. He's finally, it seems like he's finally starting to feel like he is getting free from it, or is soon going to be able to break out of it. And he will contact you though with a message of concern about, you know, what happened or why it happened, whichever. What is the advice here for the collective? Okay. Well, look what card just flipped out. Hostilities. So he could come back in. He could return and just come back like trying to argue, trying to start shit. I don't know. Is he toxic? I mean, I know the devil didn't come out. We've got community in reverse. Angel of strength, goddess of the moon, a woman holding a heart, and the sun. So here's the thing for you. You may feel like, I feel like it's because of the time that we're in right now. Okay? It's just the time that we're in. You may be feeling like everything is all like rays of sunshine and everything's beautiful and going well. And it is. Okay? And if you feel that way about you and your life, it is. Keep in mind though that there are masculine men in the equation around you that are hostile, and it could be because they've been through shit, okay? And this could be close-knit people. Now, the people in your community, whoever you're having your celebrations with, just know that people in your community could be a little hostile. We do have Mars retrograde. So, Mars is the god of war. When it's in retro, people are more sharp-tongued. They're more harsher in their words, their tone, the way things come across. More people are waking up like, I wish a motherfucker would, okay? That's the energy right now. So be aware and cautious of the people around you, especially this masculine if he returns. You may feel like this situation is really, I want to say about bent you backwards, about broke you back, but it hasn't. It hasn't. I know you have felt like it, because if I apply myself to the situation, then I can definitely see or feel where I feel like I have been put through the ringer on this. You could very well be praying and using like law of attraction and manifestation work. You may feel like it's not working or not helping you, but know that whatever's going on right now has reason. It needed to happen. There's a lesson here or something, or either an integration. Somebody may need to elevate. So it's almost like this change, this rebirth we just went through with this eclipse might have been the thing that was needed and warranted. But you will come out of this like this right here. Very open and loving and caring. You know, it's 44, double 4. It may take, 4 months before you start feeling like this. And this might be a time point once you get here, you may look back and be like, oh wow, I'm thankful, even though how turbulent, I'm thankful for how that went, because it's like I feel very open and very loving toward myself and others, and I'm very compassionate and in almost like in awe of love. I have felt like this before in my life, but it's like I had to go through a dark time in order to get there. So that could be what's going on in the energies at this time. Alright, so that is what I have for you at this time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I feel like I'm going to start doing readings like this more often instead of the zodiac readings. If you want a zodiac reading, then I will do it for you. It'll be based around your birthday, your chart, the energy for you. It'll be a 30-day reading, and they are $40. So if you would like one, you can message me. If this reading resonated and you just want to leave a tip or a donation, that information is in the description box. And if this is where I leave you, I'll do another one of these in about a week or so. If you like oracle readings with like these type of cards, then follow me over on my Facebook page, which is where I do my oracle readings. And if you are one of my Facebook followers and you are coming over here for a tarot reading, you'll have to let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. All right, take care. Namaste.